In the quiet community of Fort Pierce, Florida, a profound tragedy unfolded, shaking residents and authorities alike. This case involves the heartbreaking death of a young boy under circumstances that defy easy comprehension. It is a story that raises difficult questions about faith, mental state, and the systems meant to protect vulnerable children. The incident began with the discovery of a deceased 6-year-old child within his own home. This discovery was not made under normal circumstances, but arose from concerns about his welfare. The subsequent investigation quickly led to the arrest of the child's mother. She has since been charged in connection with her son's death. The details emerging from the investigation paint a disturbing picture of the events leading up to this tragic outcome. This case serves as a somber reminder of the complex challenges faced by families and communities. Give a like and subscribe, leave a comment. The grim discovery was made on the 30th of May. It occurred at the victim's residence, located within the jurisdiction of Fort Pierce, Florida. The body was found during a welfare check initiated by a St. Lucie County Sheriff's deputy. The reason for this welfare check was the child's prolonged absence from school. His school had noted his non-attendance for a significant period. The duration of his absence extended for over 2 weeks. The child attended Samuel Gaines Academy. Concern was initially raised by the school resource deputy assigned to the academy. This deputy's vigilance prompted the request for a welfare check at the home. Upon entering the residence, the deputy found the victim deceased. The young boy was discovered lying on his bed. The scene immediately indicated that something was terribly wrong. The deceased child was identified as Pierre. He was just 6 years old at the time of his death. Ramil was a first grader, a young life full of potential, tragically cut short. His identity was confirmed as the investigation proceeded. The focus then shifted to understanding the circumstances surrounding his death. The loss of a child of this age is particularly devastating to a community. The individual charged in connection with Pierre's death is his mother. Her name is Rhonda Polynice. She is 41 years old. Polynice resided with her son at the home where his body was found. Her relationship to the victim is central to the case. As his mother, she was his primary caregiver and responsible for his safety and well-being. Her actions and state of mind are now under intense scrutiny. The legal proceedings will seek to determine her culpability. This case highlights the profound responsibility inherent in parenthood. During questioning by investigators, Rhonda Polynice provided a deeply troubling account of her actions. She stated that she believed she was acting under divine instruction. According to her statement, she felt she was instructed by God. The purpose of the actions she took, she claimed, was to exorcise demons out of the child's body. This belief suggests a severe detachment from reality. It indicates a potential religious or spiritual delusion influencing her behavior. Polynice further stated that after her child stopped moving, she felt a sense of relief. She believed that the child had been released from the demons she perceived. This belief persisted even after his death. Disturbingly, she told investigators that she was waiting for him to come back. This statement implies a belief in resurrection. We were returned to life. It underscores the depth of her apparent delusion regarding the events. The investigation into Pierre's death quickly began to piece together a timeline. Authorities suspect the date of death was May 18th. This date holds particular significance in the mother's account. May 18th was reportedly the last day Polynice spoke to her son. This aligns with the suspected date of his passing. The period between this date and the discovery on May 30th is critical. The body was left on the bed for a significant duration. This extended period further complicated the investigation. It also speaks to the mother's state of mind following the death. At the scene, the precise manner of death could not be immediately determined. The condition of the body necessitated further examination. This required a more thorough forensic analysis. A full autopsy is pending to determine the exact cause and manner of death. This will be a crucial piece of evidence in the case. The autopsy results are expected to provide clarity on how Ramil died. Investigators noted Rhonda Polonice's behavior during their interactions. She exhibited what was described as erratic behavior. Her demeanor fluctuated significantly. She was described as having a lot of highs and lows. This included instances of laughing at times. She was also observed crying at other times during the investigation. Rhonda Polonice was arrested on the same day her son's body was discovered, May 30th. She was subsequently booked into the St. Lucie County Jail. Her legal process began immediately following her arrest. The primary charge she faces is second-degree murder. This charge alleges that her actions, while not necessarily premeditated first-degree murder, resulted in her son's death. It implies a level of culpability in the tragic outcome. In addition to the murder charge, she faces other related charges. These include failure to report a death. Florida law requires the reporting of deaths to the proper authorities. She is also charged with willfully touching or moving the body or clothing or articles near the body. This charge relates to the handling of the deceased child's body. It addresses actions taken after the death occurred. As of the latest reports, Rhonda Polonice is being held on bond. The court set a specific amount for her release. Her bond amount was set at $150,000. Her legal status remains that of an accused individual. The case will proceed through the court system. She will have the opportunity to enter a plea and potentially stand trial. The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office had responded to the residents on prior occasions. These prior incidents occurred before the discovery of Pierre's body. They provide some context regarding the household environment. The nature of these prior incidents varied. Some involved domestic issues. These domestic disturbances reportedly involved Polonice and her sister. Other calls related to a medical issue. This medical issue involved Polonice herself. These prior interactions suggest a history of instability or issues at the residence. The most recent prior incident occurred on May 17th. This was the day before Romil is suspected to have died. This call was related to a medical issue involving Polonice. It is notable that there were no prior incidents reported specifically involving the mother and son together. The previous calls did not appear to directly concern the welfare of Romil in relation to his mother's care, at least not in a way that triggered intervention based on the available information. This raises questions about whether there were missed opportunities for intervention. Investigators also examined Rhonda Polonice's social media activity. Her online presence around the suspected time of her son's death provides a chilling contrast to the reality unfolding in her home. On May 18th, the suspected date of death, she shared a post. This post was described as an inspirational religious post. It is deeply unsettling that such a post would be made on the day her son is believed to have died under such horrific circumstances. Her activity continued in the subsequent days. She continued sharing similar religious content. These posts maintained a facade of normalcy or spiritual focus. This online behavior stands in stark opposition to the tragedy she was allegedly concealing. The sharing of these similar religious posts continued until May 29th. This was just one day before the discovery of Romil's body. Her social media activity abruptly stopped or changed after her arrest. One detail noted was the last post featuring the victim. According to the summary provided, this post was dated December 8, 2024. This date appears to be a discrepancy in the source material, as the events occurred in May 2024. Assuming this date is incorrect and meant to be in the past, it would indicate a significant gap in time since she last publicly shared anything about her son online before his death. This potential gap could be another point of analysis regarding her state of mind or the family's situation leading up to the tragedy. Amidst the grim details of the investigation, those who knew Pierre remember a vibrant young boy. Sheriff Del Toro described the child in poignant terms. He stated that Romil just lit the room up. This description paints a picture of a joyful and bright child. It makes his loss even more difficult to bear. His presence clearly had a positive impact on those around him. Romil's relationships were described as positive. He was loved by everybody. This speaks to his character and the connections he made in his short life. The community's reaction to the news has been one of profound sadness and mourning. The loss of this young boy has deeply affected Fort Pierce. It is a tragedy that resonates far beyond the immediate family. The investigation into Romil Pierre's death continues. Authorities are working to uncover every detail. They seek to understand the full scope of what happened and why. This case serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities of children. It highlights the critical need for vigilance from schools, communities, and authorities. It also underscores the complex intersection of mental health, belief systems, and child welfare. The legal process will now determine accountability, but the loss of Romil Pierre is a permanent scar on his community and a call for greater awareness and protection for all children.